going to start with what Adamus Saint Germain started channeling through me about an hour and a half ago, and I was frantically trying to write it all down because it's such a strange state when you feel them coming in, when you feel spirit start coming in. So I started praying a few hours ago to get me ready for the session. And then things start shifting. It's almost like you are dreaming. That's what it feels like for me, at least, when I feel the channeling start to, when I open myself up to messages, and then, I say hello, and then I start listening. So when I was listening, I was like, whoa, that's good. I should write that down. So I just went to the keyboard and I started writing. And then I was like, oh my goodness, they are not going to stop. And I can't write this. I can't write on a computer 3 hours before I do this. Like, I was like, okay, so let's just get a little message, and then we'll invite all the guides in. So Saint Germain, Adamus Saint Germain, has been the keeper of the violet flame for eons of time. He's incarnated on the planet many, 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 many times as famous people we know. That's for another conversation. But this violet flame is one of the best ways to transmute energy very quickly. And you can invoke it into your mind, which is something I've had to do a lot this week because I was feeling so 3D. I was feeling so judgmental. I was flipping from anger to tears. And I was skipping the bliss state. So instead of going 3D, 4D, 5D, I was like 3D, 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 3D. And then I'd have to go put myself in a timeout, go into prayer, and reset and reboot. And so this is, if I can think of nothing else, this is one thing I call in immediately. This is a tornado of it, but you can visualize it in many different ways. The violet flame will come to you as you want it. That's more like the Wizard of Oz puff. And this is actually a whole scorecard to play it on the piano. Anyway, so the violet flame, Saint Germain's violet flame, very, very, very potent. So I was using it a lot this week. So he's never come through me. He's talked to me, but he's never like channeled right through me. So it was very exciting. So I'm just going to read his hello to you all tonight, and then we will start. They want to talk about Mercury in retrograde until July 12th, because this morning the card I picked for the tarot card I picked for this session had to do with communication. So, okay, so this is what Adamus Saint Germain, said just a couple of hours. Greetings, star beings, earthlings, the crystal beings, the indigos, the masters from the future, the masters from the past, keepers of the core of the earth and the heart of the galaxies. We're so grateful to be gathering here with you today. You have incarnated here on Earth at a very special time in the evolution of humans on the planet. Planet Earth, Rosia, now as she calls herself, which is her 5D name, her 5D vibration, as well as so many of you are dabbling in the 5D vibration. Many of you may be changing your names as well. Yet in this earthly play that you are acting out, you are swinging wildly from 3D to 4D to 5D and back again, several times even within an hour, and that's why many of you feel so crazy. But remember, you have come from the corners of the universe. You have had countless lifetimes, and you have missions here right now. Some of you are doers, some of you are just here to be. Often, many of you are here to impart wisdom, or to heal yourself, or to help others heal themselves as they start to remember their powers from previous incarnations. So many of you are not from here. So there's a very deep sense of loneliness and of being alien, a sense of not belonging. That is why we have called you to gather in these evenings with spirit get-togethers, so we may channel love and information to you to help you keep afloat during these trying times on the planet. We love seeing you gather, and we look forward to it even more than you do. Evening with spirit, and then I hear him laughing. That is us, he says. We are talking to you. That is how magic works. Magic can come through words. Tonight we will share some words. In other words, communicate with you through vibrations, words that have energy that come through them, with them. So really, it's more of a transmission through human words, a transmission of love through words. You can do that too. Everybody will hear what they need to hear. So Mercury in retrograde will be like this until till July 12th. So if you are feeling challenged with words, yeah, that's part of it. And our tendency, our first reaction when something's in retrograde is to blame the planetary movement, point the finger outwards. Does this sound familiar? So it probably does, because we all misuse our words. And this is something that they wanted us to be very aware of. Now, many of us use our words as weapons and curses more often than you know. And this creates a lot of problems on the planet, because then we feel misheard. And when we feel misheard, we feel misunderstood, we don't feel seen, and then we can really spiral in to more separation from the people in the world around us when love's vibration is glue and weaving and connecting. When we are not in that vibration of having love come through our words, we can want to separate. And then it's them and us. And so as every tarot card has a reverse, if you pull it in reverse, reverse of a retrograde in a planet would be then the mastery of blank. With Mercury in retrograde, it would be the mastery of communication. So Mercury symbolizes intellect, reason, communication. Here it is. It's such a beautiful planet. Some people mistake it for Earth because it's kind of blue. So we're going to take this opportunity to enhance and restructure our communication matrix for empowerment, for ideas. A lot of us want new ideas coming in. We may not want to go back to what we were doing. Ideas of how to communicate, ideas of how to connect, ideas of how to express ourselves, ideas of how to gather information about what's going on in the planet with our own resources. We might have, we might take this time to enhance our health, enhance our abundance in different ways than we've been doing, and to enhance our alignment. And of course, our alignment is that hara line, that divine line, that center line that encapsulates our spine and all of our chakras that go up and down the spine, and the 7 meridians within the human body, and the 5 waking up above our head. So ultimately, he was saying communication will be what heals us and the earth and our relationships with the earth our relationships with us, our relationships with each other, our relationship with the body and the soul, and our relationship with our very existence.